9:17 here on BT Vancouver. A rainy Friday morning, but things should clear up this afternoon. Well, apparently, electricity use can say a lot about a person, and turns out many of us have developed new habits during the pandemic. Our Greg Harper has been following this story all morning. He's live in Port Moody. Good morning, Greg.
Good morning, Mary. You know, and people here in Port Moody, I'm finding a lot of them love to run in the rain. That's the routine no matter what. That hasn't changed. But apparently, many of us have changed our routine. Many of us are sleeping in, even grooming less during the pandemic. That's the finding from BC Hydro. It's out with a report here. Surprisingly, in my opinion, electricity use hasn't really changed. It's at normal levels compared to the same time last year. But the usage is peaking at different times. It's higher later in the morning and earlier in the evening, resembling weekend patterns. This report also involves a survey. Nearly 40% of British Columbians say they are waking up later during the pandemic, and 60% who are waking up later say they are getting out of bed more than an hour later than they normally would. Also, 24% say they are showering less often and for shorter periods of time. May have something to do with this. Nearly 40% say they are working at home 5 days a week.
Actually getting up earlier and going to bed earlier, which is strange for me. But yeah, I've been getting up early to run, then I work, and then I fall asleep earlier.
Have I changed my routine? I don't think so, actually, no. Woke up every morning, still came out to do the run. Got to make sure you stay healthy. Right mind, the right bodies.
Every day, up and at 'em. Get going, yeah.
You're not sleeping in a bit more?
A little bit more, maybe, because there's no drive or commute happening, so. But other than that, all same. Except for the gym, no gym.
And Thor, I've been getting 45 minutes more sleep a day because my workday starts at home, so that's changed for me in a good way. It's still not enough, though.
Same. I appreciate getting up a little bit later. I don't think it's changed too much for our electricity use. Also because my daughter uses an iPad for school. My wife and I have laptops, not really affecting the electricity in the home. It's more the battery life of those devices. But I'm doing a lot more cooking, so definitely using the kitchen appliances a lot more.
You know, and BC Hydro also has some energy-saving advice in with this report, Thor. And something I have to talk to my son about is the game console. BC Hydro is saying stream your content on the smart TV, not using your Xbox or PlayStation, because that requires more electricity. There you go.
Some good tips. Yeah, when I get home from work now, all the lights are on, the fan is on. Jordan did not have those habits before this pandemic, so we need to start changing some new patterns. Thank you so much, Greg. 9:20 now on Breakfast Television. We'll send it over to Michael Coos now in the North Vancouver Bureau. And Michael, it's still raining, but you are still smiling, so that's nice.
Yeah, well, I'm smiling at Jordan using all your power. You know what? It is still raining up here. The rain, Mary, has been quite steady for at least the last hour. It's been